Hey kids, it's James from the AMA Motorcycle Hall of Fame in Pickerington, Ohio. You want to see a couple cool motorcycles? I know I do. Let's go check them out. Have you guys ever heard of Evel Knievel? He was a daredevil. He would jump motorcycles over all kinds of crazy stuff. This is like one of the bikes he used to jump. Check this bike out. It isn't a light motocross bike or dirt bike. It's a big, heavy Harley Davidson. It weighs more than 300 pounds. Evel Knievel didn't care. He would still jump this thing over buses and all kinds of stuff. Evel Knievel was more than just a motorcyclist. He was one of the best known celebrities in the whole wide world. His jumps would attract thousands of spectators. Millions more watched him on television. Check out the paint job on Evel's bike. It's dressed up really neat. Look at this. You think that's real money in the gas tank? I don't know, but I'm not going to check. Here it says, "Color me lucky." Why do you think it would say "Color me lucky" on a Daredevil's bike? You think he wants to make sure he lands safely? Look at this. Happy landings. Evel Knievel wasn't the only motorcycle daredevil. This is Doug Demokos' bike. Doug Demokos was known as a wheelie king. He once rode a wheelie for 145 miles without dropping his front wheel once. That's a lot of talent right there. Do you think you could ride a wheelie that long? I know I couldn't. Here's Evel Knievel's actual plaque in the Hall of Fame. He was inducted in 1999. Doug Demokos wasn't inducted until 2002. Here you can see his name, the Wheelie King. Hey, do you guys know who Arnold Schwarzenegger is? Well, this bike was in one of his movies called Terminator 2. Let's take a look at it. The movie Terminator 2 Judgment Day came out in 1991. That was a long time ago. That was probably when your parents were still kids. These days, people who make movies might use computers to make cool effects. Well, they used computers back in 1991, but not so much as they do today, so they had to do stuff to fake it. This bike was made up to look like the motorcycles the California police rode. Those were big, heavy street bikes. But this was a dirt bike in real life, but they just used tricks in how they built the bike to make it look like a bigger bike than it was. Check that out. That exhaust pipe isn't even attached to the engine. You know what they did with this bike in the movie? They jumped it out of a building right into a helicopter. Then it crashed and it caught on fire. Isn't that cool? Here's something cool for you guys to know. You know that Terminator bike that I just showed you? Well, guess what? It's owned by her, Debbie Evans. Debbie Evans was a trials rider. And you know what she did with that talent? She turned herself into a Hollywood stunt woman. She won a lot of big prizes for that. She's even in the Hall of Fame. You know what? You don't have to be a guy to ride motorcycles. Lots of women ride motorcycles too. And they're really awesome, like Debbie Evans. So those are all the motorcycles we're going to check out today. But next time I might show you some more cool stuff, like motorcycle toys. Wouldn't that be neat?